It's hard to believe, but 1975 was 50 years ago. Today, we're going to explore 10 incredible songs that are celebrating their golden anniversary. Sky High by Jigsaw kicked off 1975 with a bang. This British pop rock band formed in Coventry in 1966, starting as a jazz band called the Jigsaw. The transformation from jazz to pop wasn't smooth sailing. Their record label dropped them twice before they found their signature sound. Some say the band's constant style changes created tension with music executives who wanted them to stick to one genre, but this resistance to being pigeonholed ultimately led to their biggest hit. Today, many of Jigsaw's original members have retreated from the spotlight, though Sky High continues to appear in films and TV shows. The song found new life in the 1990s when it became a massive hit in Japan, used in countless commercials and even as a professional wrestling theme song. The band's influence can still be heard in modern British pop rock, though they rarely get the credit they deserve. Here's something that might surprise you. Sky High wasn't written about flying or reaching for your dreams, as many believe. The song was actually inspired by a broken elevator in the recording studio. The band was stuck between floors for 3 hours, and during that time, they wrote most of the lyrics. Talk about turning a bad situation into gold. Moving to a true icon of music, Elton John's Island Girl showcases the singer at his most controversial. Released during a time when John was struggling with his identity and addiction, the song's lyrics raised eyebrows for their portrayal of a Jamaican prostitute in Manhattan. The track came at a pivotal moment in John's career when he was pushing boundaries both musically and personally. Today, Sir Elton John remains a towering figure in popular music, though he officially retired from touring in 2023. His influence extends far beyond music into charitable works, particularly his AIDS Foundation, which has raised hundreds of millions for research and support. The artist himself has expressed mixed feelings about some of his 1970s work, including Island Girl, viewing it as a product of a different time and mindset. Few fans know that Island Girl was almost never released. Bernie Taupin, John's longtime lyricist, initially wanted to scrap the song entirely, believing it was too controversial. John insisted on keeping it, and the track went on to become his 10th #1 hit in the United States. The Staple Singers brought us Let's Do It Again, and what a story this family band was.
Let's do it again.
Starting in 1948 in Chicago with Father Roebuck Pop Staples leading his children in gospel music, the group faced immense pressure from record executives to stay in the gospel lane. Instead, they boldly crossed into soul and R&B, becoming voices of the civil rights movement along the way. Some radio stations refused to play their music due to their activism, but they never backed down. While most of the original members have passed on, Mavis Staples continues to perform and record at 85 years old, carrying on the family legacy. Her recent collaborations with modern artists have introduced the Staple Singers' music to new generations. The family's influence on American music cannot be overstated. They broke down barriers between sacred and secular music while fighting for social justice. Did you know that Let's Do It Again was written by Curtis Mayfield, and the band initially turned it down? Mavis Staples later revealed that they thought it was too sensual for their image. Pops finally agreed to record it after hearing Mayfield's passionate plea about expanding their artistic boundaries. Now, I know this music is bringing back memories for many of you. Please share your stories in the comments below. We would love to hear about the good times, the tough times, and everything in between. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join our community of music lovers who appreciate the classics. Fly Robin Fly by Silver Convention represents the rise of disco in all its glory. This German group, formed by producers Michael Kunz and Sylvester Levay, sparked controversy in the music industry for their minimal lyrics. The title phrase is repeated 128 times throughout the song. Critics called it mindless, but audiences could not get enough of that hypnotic beat. Silver Convention disbanded in 1979, and most members moved into production and songwriting. The song's success paved the way for European disco and electronic music, influencing countless artists who followed. Interestingly, the track has found new life in recent years as samples in electronic dance music, proving that good rhythms never go out of style. Here's a fascinating tidbit. The producers originally wrote a full set of lyrics for the song, but during recording, they realized the session singer's English wasn't strong enough. Rather than hire a new vocalist, they stripped down the lyrics to just 3 words, accidentally creating their signature sound. Van McCoy's The Hustle literally created a dance craze. Do the hustle! McCoy, a respected producer and songwriter, stumbled upon the inspiration for the song while visiting New York's Adam's Apple Club. But the path to success wasn't simple. Initially, radio stations resisted playing what they considered dance instruction music. McCoy had to fight to get airplay, convinced that the song would connect with audiences. Tragically, McCoy passed away just 4 years after The Hustle topped the charts, suffering a heart attack at age 39. However, his legacy lives on. The song has become synonymous with the disco era and continues to be played at celebrations worldwide. The Van McCoy Music Foundation, established by his family, helps young musicians pursue their dreams. A little-known fact, McCoy created The Hustle in just 1 hour during a late-night recording session. The famous whispered, "Do the hustle," was actually a placeholder that was meant to be replaced with proper vocals. But everyone loved it so much, they just kept it in. Run, Joey, Run by David Geddes tells a tragic tale that stirred up considerable debate.
So run, Joey, run.
Geddes, whose real name is David Cole, was actually a law student when he recorded this controversial song about teenage pregnancy and death. Radio stations in several states banned the song, calling it too dramatic and too dark for airplay. This only made teenagers want to hear it more. After a brief moment of fame, Geddes returned to his legal career. He occasionally gives interviews about his time in the music industry, offering a unique perspective as someone who's experienced fleeting fame and chose a different path. He noted that the song's message about actions and consequences has become even more relevant in today's world. Would you believe that Run, Joey, Run was recorded in just 1 take? Geddes had a law school exam the next day and couldn't stay for multiple recordings. The producer wanted to redo some parts, but time constraints forced them to go with the first version. If you're enjoying these stories, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Hit that like button if you remember where you were when these songs were playing, and share this video with friends who appreciate real music. Let's keep these memories alive together. The Doobie Brothers brought us Black Water, marking their first venture into Southern rock territory. The band, formed in San Jose in 1970, initially played biker bars and developed a rough and ready image. Some music executives worried the band name's drug references would hurt their mainstream appeal, but the group refused to change it. The current incarnation of the Doobie Brothers continues to tour, though with some lineup changes. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2020, recognizing their significant contribution to American rock music. Their willingness to blend genres, from rock to country to R&B, helped create a distinctive California sound that influenced countless artists. Here's something unexpected. Black Water was originally relegated to the B-side of another single. Radio stations largely ignored it until a station in Minneapolis started playing it heavily, sparking a grassroots movement that turned it into a hit. The Carpenters' version of Please Mr. Postman showcases their ability to remake songs in their own style. Karen and Richard Carpenter faced significant industry pushback early in their careers. Critics dismissed them as too wholesome during an era of edgy rock music. Richard later revealed that their clean-cut image was partly a response to the darker aspects of their personal struggles. Today, the Carpenters' music continues to influence modern artists, with many citing Karen's distinctive voice as an inspiration. Richard Carpenter maintains the band's legacy through various projects and has been openly critical of how the music industry handled his sister's health issues. Their story has become a cautionary tale about the pressures of fame. Not many people know that Karen Carpenter was an accomplished drummer before becoming the group's lead singer. She often preferred drumming to singing, but was pushed to the front of the stage by producers who thought a female drummer wouldn't sell records. Olivia Newton-John's Have You Never Been Mellow reflects the changing face of country pop music.
Have you never been mellow?
The Australian singer faced resistance from traditional country music circles, with some radio stations refusing to play her music because she wasn't American. This only fueled her determination to succeed on her own terms. Before her passing in 2022, Newton-John continued to record and perform while becoming a passionate advocate for breast cancer research and awareness. Her journey from controversial country pop star to beloved international icon shows how artists can transcend initial criticism to create lasting legacies. During the recording of Have You Never Been Mellow, Newton-John was actually battling a severe cold. The slightly husky quality of her voice, which many fans love about the recording, was unintentional. She was simply under the weather. And Linda Ronstadt rounds out our list with You're No Good, a song that helped establish her as a force in rock music. Ronstadt fought against industry expectations for female artists throughout her career. Record executives wanted her to stick to softer material, but she insisted on recording rock and roll her way. This determination led to some heated confrontations, but ultimately proved successful. Though Ronstadt can no longer sing due to Parkinson's disease, her influence on modern music remains strong. She broke barriers for women in rock music and showed that artists could successfully cross genres while maintaining their integrity. Her willingness to speak her mind about political and social issues also helped pave the way for more outspoken artists. An interesting detail about You're No Good: Ronstadt heard the song while driving and had to pull over to write down the artist's name. She then spent 3 months tracking down the original recording, as this was long before the internet made such searches easy. These songs aren't just turning 50, they're reminding us of who we were and how far we've come. If you enjoyed these stories behind the music, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more memories from the golden age of music. Leave a comment sharing your favorite song from 1975. We would love to hear your stories.